Hi, welcome and welcome back to Hair Diaries. So in today's tutorial, I will be showing you guys how to do a regular braid. I will be showing you two methods, underhand and overhand. So first, I'm just separating this section into two sections because that's what I will be using to show you guys how to do the braid. And the first method I will be showing you guys is how to do underhand. So this method is called underhand because the outer pieces is going to be going under the middle piece. So as we continue throughout the video, you will understand what I'm saying when I talk about outer pieces and the middle pieces. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to separate the section into three even sections. This is important because these are the sections that you are going to be braiding with. So if one section is bigger than the other, then what's going to happen is as you braid down, the braid will become uneven, causing you to have to take some hair from the bigger section to make the smaller section the same size as the other sections, if that makes sense. So you can braid based off of which is comfortable. Sometimes people use all fingers, sometimes they just use their index and their thumb. It is based off of what is comfortable to you. So I'm going to be using a mixture of both. So first, let's discuss the strands. So the two outer strands are 1 and 3, and the middle strand is 2. Essentially, we will be taking strand 1 and putting it under strand 2, and they will be switching places. For example, so I can do it by twisting my hand so that they could switch places, or you can actually just move it, but twisting is just much easier to do. So as you guys can see, strand 1 and strand 2 switched places. So in the next clip, I will be showing you guys how I do this with the numbers, and then I'll show it without the numbers so you can see. But I intend that the numbers help you to visually understand what you are doing. So once again, strand 1 and strand 2 just took places, and now strand 3 and strand 1 will be taking the same places, like they will be switching. So essentially, the outer strands will be going under the middle strand. So now strand 2 is going under strand 3, and they are taking the place of each other. So where strand 2 was is now where strand 3 is, and vice versa. That is basically all you will be doing as you continue to braid. So I will continue braiding but without the numbers. So you see I'm on the left side. I'll put an arrow, and I just took the left strand and I put it under the middle strand. So now I'm on the right side and I'm taking the right strand, that strand, and I'm putting it under the middle strand. And I'm pulling. So every time I switch the outer strands with the middle, I'm pulling the outer strand so that the braid can be firm and tight. You don't want a loose braid because if the braid is loose, it's going to come out faster. That is all you will be doing, okay, my loves? You literally will just be switching the positions of the strands and just firmly pulling the outer strands. Now, as for the hand positions, I would suggest you going with what is comfortable to you. If using all your fingers is comfortable, then do so. If using just a couple fingers is comfortable, then do so. But remember that this is the underhand method. So I will be showing you guys in the next clip how to do it overhand. Some people naturally braid overhand whilst others naturally braid underhand. I would say to just learn how to do both, especially when it comes to doing cornrows and knotless braids. You will see as when you start to feed in hair how they will differ. When it comes to singles, it's not such a big deal in terms of how it looks, but as you start to do cornrows and knotless braids, you will definitely see how they differ in looks. But that is basically it for the underhand method. And as you braid down, please remember to braid tightly so that the end of your braid is not loose. And of course, if you are still unsure, re-watch this section again. Slow it down. Go into your YouTube settings and put the playback as to 1 or 0.5. But I promise and I believe that you will get this braid done. I have confidence in you that you will learn how to do a braid. But yes, that is the end of the underhand method, and in the next clip I will be showing you guys how to do the overhand method. Alright guys, so this is the overhand method. So you are going to want to start by evenly separating the hair into 3 sections. So for this method, the reason why it is called overhand is because you are taking the strand and literally putting it over the outer pieces. So you guys see the difference? Instead of me putting it under, I took the right strand and I put it over the middle strand. So I will be continue doing the same thing. I'm going to take the right strand and put it over the middle strand. So the concept is still the same in terms of the outer strands taking the position of the middle strand. The only thing that is different is the way in which it is being done. Instead of me switching them under the middle strand, I'm putting it over the middle strand. So it could kind of look like the braid is going inward, if that makes sense. So you see? So when I do it, I just sometimes switch I just turn my wrist so that the pieces can switch seamlessly. So I'm literally just switching the middle strand and the outer strand. So if you do the outer strand on the left side, then you know the next side that you should be switching is the right side. So that's basically the gist of doing the overhand method. You are taking the strands and you are putting it over the middle strand, meaning that you are putting it on top. So this left strand is going on top of the right strand so that it can come into the middle. It's not going under. So what I will do is I will place a little side by side between the two methods so you guys can see the difference, so that you can have a visual understanding in how the two methods differ from each other. Hopefully this side-by-side comparison can show you guys the difference, and I honestly really and truly hope that this video is helping you to understand how to do a single braid. So this is the end of the overhand method. As you continue to braid down, please make sure that you are pulling the strands so your braid could be tight. And honestly, you could play around with it. If you choose to just braid it slack, you will see how the braid looks. So this is your trial and error stage. I will link down below where you guys can get a mannequin and this mannequin stand from, so that you can be able to practice. Alright guys, so this is the end of the tutorial. As you can see, the left side is the underhand and the right side is the overhand. So they obviously differ at the base of the braid. The overhand method could kind of look like the braid is like inverted, but let me know down below which is easier for you guys to do and which method do you prefer to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this tutorial have helped you to gain a better understanding of how to do a braid. Let me know down below what else you would like for me to teach you. Ciao.